Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Anyway. Wow. Yawn. Hi, hello, good morning, welcome. Hi. Ow. My knee. Hi, hello, good morning, welcome. Hi, everyone. Hope you're having a wonderful time. Time for stream. Coffee. But hi, Sever. Welcome. Hi, congrats on first. And hi, Tenant. Welcome. Congrats on second. Hope you're both doing well. I keep forgetting to do this. There we go. There we go. Oh no, my model is frozen. No. Oh no. Wait, is it? No, it's just stupid. It's not frozen, it's just stupid. Happens sometimes. There we go. It's not frozen, it's just stupid. But hi, hello, good morning, welcome. It's time for art stream, I think. I'm pretty sure. I pet the rock. Oh my goodness. Man, I'm a little bit sleepy. But I hope you're all doing well. Be honest, I'm just not noticing the white specks on the drawing tablet. And yes, I didn't notice it until now. Oh yeah, that's weird. I forget what my intention was there. Probably to make it look like authentic plastic. I don't know. I don't give me that much credit. I just do things in my art. Man, I need to rewatch Aspen Hotel season 2. I have to find some way to watch it. I'm not giving Prime my money. I probably shouldn't be saying that when I'm streaming on Twitch. Jeff Bezos is gonna hear me and personally come to my home and shoot me in the head. Wait, Jeff Bezos isn't the CEO anymore. I keep forgetting that. Anyway, what to draw today? Hmm. What am I feeling today? I'm feeling I think I'm feeling a little bit Marvel actually. Specifically because of oh my god, I need to talk about this. I laid awake thinking about this. I was so mad. I was so mad. I need to vent this out. I need to. Hold on. Actually, first off, my model's gonna lag a little bit, I think, but it's fine. I need to find it. I need to find it. Where is it? There it is. Actually, you know what? Let me do it over here. And you know what? I'm gonna go full proper reaction mode. I go full reaction mode right now. Property here. Okay. This is the new battle pass coming into the next season of Marvel Rivals, dropping not tomorrow, this Friday. They also released a hero trailer for Deadpool, but that's not as interesting. I just need to talk about this, okay? I need to. I need to. This is a little bit loud for me. Let me make sure the quality is good. Get up to 4K. I never play videos in 4K in my free time, but I want you guys to see this because I know that OBS likes to compress things. Okay, now the frame rate is a little bit bad, actually. Very bad, actually. Let's not do it in 4K. You can't see it in 4K anyway. But anyway, let's start from the beginning. Okay, the frame rate is still a little bit weird. I don't know what that's about. But yeah, cool disco skin for Invisible Woman. That's interesting. This Venom skin looks kind of cool, though I've seen people say they don't like it. This Moon Knight skin we knew was coming. This one's cool. Those two are cool. These two are really cool. Fucking classic costumes for Blade and Bucky. I think that's really cool. Look at him with his yellow sunglasses, his afro, and his green coat. And then Bucky with his classic outfit. Which looks a little bit weird on a grown-ass man, but... you know... a recolor for Star-Lord. It's a little bit iridescent. A Mantis skin. Cool Wolverine, I guess. I think this is a classic Black Panther. I can't tell if it's the classic suit or if it's based on like a different, slightly different suit. But like, if it is a classic suit, it sure does look like his like classic suit when he debuted in Fantastic Four number. I don't remember the number. He's got the very basic, like, just plain suit. He's got the cape. He's got the necklace. He even has a panther symbol on there. They just made him look a little bit green, which I think is a little bit weird. If it's supposed to be the classic suit, then that's a bit weird. That's why I'm not sure if this is the classic suit or if it's a different suit from the comics that just pays homage to it. Considering Storm is wearing like her wedding outfit from the time in the comic when they were married, maybe this is what he wore at that time. I'm not sure. I'm not that huge of a Black Panther fan to know all the suits, but they get matching suits, so that's nice. That's cute. So these are the skins that we're getting for the battle pass. Yay! I think a lot of them look pretty cool. Especially Venom. I like Venom. He looks so edgy, but it kind of looks cool how, like, Venom is kind of... I like this... I like the ones where, like, you can see Eddie's face, and I like that it's kind of like a biker jacket. I like the classic suits. But there's one issue. There's one huge issue. There's one huge issue. All right, there's one mighty big issue. Let's see if I can't. Let's see if I can't. Okay, first of all, let me turn the Spotify back on for you guys. Here we go. Oh, she's huge. Okay, that's to be expected. It's a Marvel Rivals render. This Mantis skin, right? It looks cool. Most people would think this is cool. It's just Mantis as like some sort of gladiator, right? It's kind of fun. They made her into like some gladiator. It's a little bit weird. It's a little bit out of left field for Mantis, but it works. It looks cool. And this is where I come in and say I fucking hate this skin because it's clearly based on a skin in the comic, but it doesn't look anything like it. Looking on the interwebs, it's the post-night from Black Panther from 99 Marvel Knights era. Ah, okay, that's cool. Because I thought it was a little bit weird that it's look kind of like his classic suit, but not really. Anyway, the problem I have with this suit is that it's clearly based on a suit that she wore in the comic, but it doesn't look anything like it. The main giveaway is the shape of the hair. It's the basic layout of the suit, right? Because she has like she has like one glove. She has boots. She has a body piece that with a collar that covers essentially this much of her. And she has a spike. Most notably, though, she has a spiky shoulder pauldron and one like big gauntlet. Those are the main giveaways to what suit this is based on. It's from my favorite Guardians of the Galaxy run. It's the same one that the cowboy skin for Star-Lord is based on. And when this trailer dropped yesterday, I literally went on a totally legit website to get some images for comparison, just so you can see like the difference in how she looks. Let me just put them in here. There aren't many like scenes in the comic where like you can see the suit in its entirety. There are very few shots where you can actually see the suit in its entirety. This is one of the rare ones, and it's after. Basically, in this comic run, by the way, they become part of Groot. This is why she looks like she's made of wood, because she is in this scene. But like, it's one of them. It's one of the best like ways to see the suit in its entirety. As well as this, although she's in space here, so she has like a space helmet on top of it. And I'm sure you can already see one big issue, and that is, why the fuck is she purple? Just real quickly, why the fuck is she so purple? I get it. She has purple highlights in this suit. But like, it's clearly like Venom type thing where like they only do those highlights so that it doesn't just become a black void on your page. She's clearly supposed to have a black suit and black hair, but they made her purple. It, like, I'm not crazy, right? It is meant to be the same suit. Like, you look at this, and you look at this, and it's like, yeah, clearly it's meant to be the same, but it's just, why? Why did they do it like this? She's got the boots. She's got the bodysuit. She's got the big gauntlet, which they couldn't make that big because they have to stay on model. They have the shoulder pad. And then second thing, other than the purple, which is the most noticeable thing, they just made it a gladiator suit for some reason, even though this suit is like very techy. That's the one thing that makes me want to believe that this isn't meant to be the same suit. I want to believe that when I hop on the game after the season starts, I go to the store, the page for this skin, and it'll say Marvel's Original. I honestly hope that that's what it says, but I can't help but notice the similarities. Because this is kind of the same thing that they did with the Star-Lord skin from the Cowboy Star-Lord skin, but like to a worse degree, where my biggest gripe with the Star-Lord skin is that they kind of sacrificed part of the design of the original costume by adding on an additional layer of making it more of a cowboy suit. They removed some details. They changed some details just so it would look more like Western and less like less spacey and more Western. And this is, I feel it's the same thing, but like to an even worse degree, where they like sacrifice a lot of the details on the design in order to make it a gladiator suit for some reason. And I really don't like that, because this was my most wanted skin, probably one of my most wanted skins in the game, and they fucked it up. God, this is it feels bad, man. They are 0 for 2. Voice crack. I'm sorry. They're 0 for 2 in adapting costumes from this comic run. It pisses me off. It makes me scared for Rocket and Groot in the future, and Drax and Mantis, Drax and Gamora, I mean, if they ever decide to add them. It pisses me off to high heavens. I will hydrate. Thank you, Tenant. Also, hi, Valkyries on third. Sorry, I'm just yapping and ranting about stupid shit. Why the fuck is she purple? NetEase, why? What shocks me still is that they are able to make comic accurate suits 100% accurate. If you remember last season, like 2 months ago, I ranted about kind of the opposite thing when it comes to the Magus skin for Adam Warlock, where like I felt that one was too comic accurate, when I was hoping that they'd do like their own like interpretation of Magus, because he isn't really a suit, he's more of a character, and he's had several designs throughout the comics, but they decided to adapt a specific costume that Magus had in the comics, and they adapted it pretty much 1-for-1. And while I think that's really cool, it's not what I expected, and so I was a little bit surprised. But this is the exact opposite. If this, I almost, like, it's so different that I almost want it to just be an homage, and that in game it'll say it's a Marvel Rivals original, because come the fuck on, NetEase. This is not the same fucking suit. Anyway, fucking rant over. Let's get back to art. All the other suits in the new Battle Pass look fine. So, like, I'm still not getting the Battle Pass. Because I haven't gotten a single Battle Pass. None of them have been worth it. Last season's Battle Pass was kind of worth it. I considered getting it, but the Magus suit was one of the free ones, and that was a deciding factor in not buying it. Even though the rest of the skins were pretty fucking cool. And this time around, there are a lot of bangers, but not many bangers for characters that I play, so I don't care. Like, the Blade skin looks really cool, but actually I do play a little bit of Blade. Maybe. Well, we'll see. We'll see what the free ones are. Imagine the Mantis one is a free one. No, hold on. I have to, wait, do I still have it? Do I still have that, screenshot I took? I don't still have the screenshot I took. Cause, yesterday, NetEase, the Marvel Rivals, don't forget to turn back on the music. What do you mean it's not on? What do you mean it's not on? I connected it back. What do you mean? It's been playing in my ears this entire time. I thought I connected it back. OBS, what the fuck? Why did you fuck up? That was not a me issue, that was OBS, because I swear, Because the thing that that the audio plays through was set to play from my Spotify. It just wasn't. What the fuck, OBS? Anyway. But as I was about to say, you know what? You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? Gonna open this, but I'm gonna get rid of this. Get rid of this. And I'm just gonna doodle a little bit of Mantis because I'm pissed off. But as I was saying, yesterday, the Marvel Rivals YouTube channel released a lot of videos. We've just been hearing you yap, which is valid for all it is, but the music didn't play at all. Man. I only stopped playing the music so we could watch the trailer. The Battle Pass trailer. And then right after we finished, I swear I switched from the YouTube audio to back to the Spotify. But I guess it didn't want to. Damn. But the Rivals YouTube channel yesterday posted a lot it started with the Dev Vision and then the hero trailer for Deadpool, and then the Battle Pass skin trailer. And when they do the Dev Visions, they have like a backdrop with like a cool like wallpaper for the based on the current season. And in the corner, it was kind of blocked by like one of the desks with the monitor on it. But in the corner, I saw the Mantis skin, and for a moment, I was like, "Oh my god, they're actually doing this skin," and it looked pretty decent there when it was part of that like art piece. When it was part of that art, it actually didn't look terrible. And I got excited and I was like, oh my god, yippee. And then it ended up not being real. Well, it ended up being real. The skin does exist, but like it looked completely different. The actual skin looked completely different. No, I can't draw Mantis. Unless... Oh wait, that's the wrong thing. I forgot. It's interesting that they were working on an accurate concept art and just made it different, or they're just doing whatever they want. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, whose idea, for example, on the pirate Namor skin, whose idea was it to make the fingers like that? Like, genuinely, whose idea was it? Um, happening way too constantly to be a coincidence. They got a group at NetEase working specifically to ruin Marvel Rivals costumes. No, that's not what it looks like. It's 2023 Mantis and Gamora. Man, I'm so scared. Like I mentioned this like briefly earlier, but the 2023 run of the Guardians of the Galaxy is my favorite Guardians of the Galaxy run. It's really good. Seriously, go read it. Uh, so it pisses me off that every time they make a skin based on it, which has only happened twice, though, they fucked it up somehow. It makes me scared of what they'll do with Rocket and Groot. If they'll do Groot at all. Here's what I've talked about this before because it's another skin that I think would be really cool in the game if they do it correctly, which I've almost lost complete faith in. But even if they do the thing where like they make the skin, but then they add like a secondary concept on top of the skin because the skin itself isn't good enough. They can make a Groot. They can make a skin for the 2023 Groot where he's like, where it's like Halloween themed almost. Like it's kind of like a jack-o'-lantern type Groot. Because like, if you want to make Groot into a skin, you have to change it anyway. Because Grootfall, as I've mentioned before when talking about this idea, it's not really a Groot. He's like an eldritch like horror creature that Groot turned into. So he's just a mass of like Groot, a flaming space tree. Very different from Groot. So in order to make it into a rival skin, they would have to change it anyway. But as long as it's like very like spiky and jagged, it has like flames on it and has beady little like creepy eyes, I'd be satisfied. But then again, knowing NetEase, they're probably not even gonna do that. I can't even recall what Rocket looked like in the 2023 run. He didn't play that big of a part. This is thumbs up. How does Drax look in this one? He's very plain actually. He does just kind of have fur around his neck and some basic boots and pants. He has some spikes in the back though for some reason. I wonder if we're getting a new Guardians of the Galaxy run soon. Because ever since 2014, when they first became mainstream because of the movies, we've gotten Guardians of the Galaxy stories very consistently. The last one was in 2023, and before that, there was one in 2020, which was a direct follow up to 2018, 2019's Infinity War event, or Infinity Wars, plural, event. Obviously, they did another Infinity War because the movie was coming out at the time. And then before that, I believe there was one in 2017, and then there was one in 2015 and one in 2014. So they've been pretty consistent, which means the next Guardians of the Galaxy run can't be too far away. Since it's been a couple years since the last one. Of course, they recently did Marvel Imperial, which was generally cosmic, and Star-Lord played a big role, but it wasn't Guardians of the Galaxy. And based on how Star-Lord ended up by the end of that story, I'm not gonna spoil, but based on how Star-Lord ended up in that story, it's gonna be interesting to see where the Guardians of the Galaxy go forward from here. Also, hi Rosa B. Hope you're doing well. Sorry, I was a little bit locked in. I don't know why I'm drawing this. This is this is just something. I'm out of coffee. Oh well. Anyway, I kind of wanted to work on this to finish up my cool little foxy design. This is definitely the distance I was doing, the scale I was doing, the line art in. The night falling by the sun. Man, I can't wait to play more Secret of the Mimic tomorrow. Man, I need to draw the Mimic. I need to draw the Mimic. Tomorrow we get another ending. We get a new we get it, or not another ending. Tomorrow we get one ending in Secret of the Mimic. We do what's it called? The parachute ending. Which most people have accepted to be the true ending, I believe. Oops. I was fuck up there. Why does that look weird? Hold on. Let me just. The Mimic. Copy pasting like this is not wrong if it's my own art. I think. I hope. See these designs before, they're very similar. What do you mean? There, I've seen a fan game that uses similar designs. I mean, yeah, probably. It's just using like this real life, like Chuck E. Cheese, Showbiz Pizza style for the animatronics to make them look authentic, so to speak. So yeah, it does make sense that it would look similar to designs that other people have done. Inevitable when you do it like that. What if instead of Foxy the pirate fox, he was Foxy the pirate that fox? I'm sorry. You all. I'm sorry for giving you all psychic damage from that. Break like a tornado. I'll worry about his eye patch later. Tornado across the great unknown. Still like him though. God, I wish I could model organically. I would model the shit out of these. I mean, I can give you something to model if I were just to finish it. Anyway. Looks too matted. Still want low poly? Yes. I want to look like I jumped straight out of a Dreamcast. The lyrics of this song imply that there are no snakes. There are no snakes in heaven. I have a hard time believing that. The song talks about how unique Serpentius is, and they make note of how snaky he is, and it's like, are there no snake people in heaven? Not a single one. I find that hard to believe, but I guess so. Off to the land of games. Good night, y'all. Good night, Tenant. Hope you sleep well. It's a pretty cool Foxy, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Stop being British. I can't stop being British. It's my curse. I've been cursed to forever be British. It's my sin to bear. I'm like British Jesus. I have to carry the British of the world and then be crucified in order to rid the world of the sin of being British. I'm the British Messiah. Ever since you started dating me, you got Brits on your lips. No, I've been British for a while. I just think it's funny to do a British. I've always thought British was funny. And I deserve to be cancelled for that. Hi, Sunday. Hi. Oh my. Stretch. Oh my goodness. Hi, Sunday. Hi. Congrats on 420th. I'm sorry if I blew out your ears. I just got a little excited. But hi, Sunday. Hi. I love you. Did I want to show you something? I'm so obsessed with the cute witch voice I showed you before. I can tell. I've seen what you've been up to in your Discord. Can't help it. I love them gays and queers. I know. I get it. I'm not here to shame you for your hyperfixations. Never knew I'd be obsessed with the character archetype of shine the streets, freak in the sheets, but here we are. I don't know. That sounds like something you'd be into. Would you consider me a freak in a fruity way? I would consider you a freak in a freaky way. She freaky. I think my voice cracked. Freak slash positive. Exactly. Val understands. But have a good luck Sunday. Good luck with your work. Also, hi Arsen. Welcome. Congrats on 69. Hope you're doing well. There's one FNAF character that I really want to draw, aside from the Mimic, obviously. that every time I try to draw them, I always fuck up. And that is the Poopit. Like the image artist can see too. I think so. I believe I don't. I believe that people can post links. Just keep it safe for work. No freaky art. No freak art. Oh my god, fucking the Automod is so fucking homophobic. Jesus. Can't even say the word gay. I remember back when Nerd was streaming, and sometimes there was, I don't remember what it was, but there was a specific not that bad term that I used to say. I don't think it was gay. It was something else. But the automod would always flag me every time I said it. But not anyone else. And I was like, okay, so the bot is just sexist. I get it. Man, I want to rewatch Has Been Season 2. Oh yeah, the iPad. What kind of pirate was Foxy? What kind of shit did he pull under? I swear will never happen again. I know, what that means. I know, that you all have guns and you never put the safety on, and you all have plans to take, don't take it. I'm trying to sleep, I'm trying, I'm just, but I can't, all have guns for hands, yeah. To be about that girl outside and don't join hands, but until then you'll never understand. Mm. Trying, I'm trying to sleep. I'm trying, I'm trying to sleep, but I can't, when you call. That depends. Fast for Entertainment Foxy, then he's Pirate Captain, Murray's Foxy, First Mate. No, I mean, like, what kind of adventures did he go on? Like, what was he doing? Not what was his position, just what the fuck kind of. What does a pirate from a pizza restaurant get up to on his piratey adventures? Liar. shine brighter. Always know. I can't hear this song anymore without thinking of the news anchor that went on TikTok live that kind of looked like the human version of Vox, and like people in his live chat kept spamming for him to say trust us with your weather. And then at the very end, when he had finished his news thing, he said it, and he seemed like really worried, like he had said something bad. It's kind of similar to the fucking Chuck E. Cheese poggers, but you know, more human. I wonder what he's doing now. If he found out that, oh, it's from a cartoon. But thinking nothing could wrong. Now I know, 'cause everything had been take everything. I only know. I want him to have some gray streaks in his hair. His fur, I mean. So you can tell that he's an old man. Forgot they're testing the sirens today. They are? Yeah, 12. Cool. I mean, I guess now is the probably the best time to test the siren if the sirens are working because we're getting pretty damn close to needing them. But I'm gonna stop talking about that before Twitch bonks me. What color is Foxy's eyes again? I forgot. I forgot. I forgot. Yellow, that's what I thought. Phantom Fox actually has one yellow one, one orange eye. Fun fact. Oh, that's interesting. He has homophobia in his eyes. Wrong. Hmm. I wonder if I should give him like an ear piercing, like a ring in his ear, you know? If a specimen the habit composing right before your burial. Actually, uh I have a DDD for reference on gold. Come here, DDD. I need DDD for reference for gold. It was for that Virginia, the one the lawyer could with on this, as he said to the missus. No, I'm getting confused with all the layers. Airbrush this on actually. Airbrush it on. I'm gonna simplify the gold. So it's not gonna be exactly gold. I mean, it does look like gold. Look at that.
Come round, little ones. Let me tell you about the booty I found back in me plundering days. It was this big.
We found the answer to who asked Bonnie how big the yacht was. It was Foxy. Hey Bonnie, remember how big was the yacht? And the gif of, you know the gif. You know the gif. Who does he think? One night, one more time. Thanks for the memories. So they weren't so like only sweet. One night and one more time. And the boot they speak of, Freddy Fazbear's Fast Dumpy.
Come on then, Freddy. Show them your booty.
And then, all right then. Cut to like the video of Chuck E. Cheese getting arrested, but it's Freddy.
Show the kids your booty.
And William comes in. Good job, Foxy. Now we're out of business. Arg. Color is rope. Is this rope colored? Oops. Apparently it's too close to his skin color. Oh, that's more rope colored, actually. Yeah. Now it looks kind of like rope. 2 minutes till the sirens. They're coming. Insert tripod horn from War of the Worlds. Could you imagine? You know what everyone needs. You always take time to criticize me. Like every day I make mistakes. I just can't get it right. It's like I'm the one you love to hate, but not today. Shut up, don't wanna hear it. Oh, his fucking teeth. Goo. Also the inside of his mouth. I know, and we know that you're not always there to point out my mistakes and shove that in my face. It's like I'm the one you love to hate, but not today. I'm actually gonna make this tooth regular and make this one his golden tooth. Also make this a golden tooth and that a golden tooth. Shut up. Of course, I'll have to do a little bit of airbrushing on them. Tiny airbrushing. Don't try to tell me what's right for me. wrong thing. I can write this better. Didn't hear any sirens. Oh yeah, fucking put a fucking ear piercing on him. Oh, it was never my intention to cry. Because that's like a classic pirate thing for some reason. I guess because they love gold. They love being covered in gold. On that El Dorado shit. I did. Beautifully Haunting. Beautifully Haunting sounds like a really cool album name. Though I could not tell you what genre that is. Stretch. Am I more than you bargained for yet? I'm dying to tell you anything you wanna hear. That's just who I am this week. There, that's Foxy. He's looking kind of cool. Kind of cool. He could do with a second pass, but like, eh. He's cool. I don't like what I did with Bonnie. I don't like it anymore. Uh. Gonna put these fuckers in their own little folder and call it Animtron. Oh my god, look at these old ones. Freddy Fazbear. It's a baby. Yeah, baby. The BB. The Rubik. I just noticed that Cerebot now tells you when the ad break is starting soon, not just when it started. Let's stop. I feel like I need to make the mimic's eyes smaller. I love the mimic so much. It's so silly. I used to hate the mimic. I don't think that's a hot take, right? I used to hate the mimic. I thought it was such a weird addition to the lore. But I've come to accept it. Not just because Secret of the Mimic gave it a much better, much more appealing design that I like a lot, but also because with the focus being so much on the Mimic, it makes the newer FNAF games feel like their own, rather than a continuation of what the games used to be. Because like the newer games aren't about what the old games were about anymore. It's a brand new thing going on. It's just hating the Mimic is a Sub-Zero take, yeah. But I've come to like the Mimic. I just wonder what's next for the Mimic. One thing I don't like, kind of goes against what I just said about it not being related to the old lore. I still think it should have been made by Henry and not William. I'm not Edwin, because it just adds another layer on top of the existing lore that doesn't need to be there, right? I've heard the argument that that's not a problem with Edwin, it's a problem with Henry. Like, Henry has nothing, and so people want Henry to be the one to make the Mimic, but I still feel like it complicates things to have a new guy. I can't be the only one that thinks that, right? I will still, for the time being, be under the... For the time being, I will be under the interpretation that, the current lore is slightly different from the lore presented in the original games. Keyword slightly different. I'm sure most of it is still pretty much the same, but like... With the reveal in, like, what was it, Help Wanted, that the original games were games in universe, it kind of makes me wonder if, even though, you know, Henry Henry and Afton existed, was the narrative around them really that close to what it is in real life, quote unquote? I think I talked about this at some point, but like I came to a realization while watching some FNAF theories that wait, we have not heard anything of Michael Afton since the first 6 games. What if he just doesn't exist? What if he was a created for the in-game like game franchise Five Nights at Freddy's, just to have like a story, a narratively satisfying story? This is probably not a popular theory, and I don't even quite believe it myself. It's just a realization that I had, and I don't know. I just think it's something interesting to think about. We don't know if Springtrap existed. I mean, we have Burn Trap, but we know that that is the Mimic, so that doesn't matter really. So we don't even know if Springtrap is real, if William Afton truly became a monster, or if he's was just, you know, a human monster. Like, I'm sure he killed some kids. Don't get me wrong. He was an evil businessman, and he definitely killed some kids. But did he become Springtrap? And is Michael Afton actually a guy? I just think it's an interesting thing to think about. Springtrap is actually not the Mimic, confirmed by one of the guidebooks. I thought it was pretty confirmed that it was the Mimic. It's not like the Burn Trap ending is it's the canon one anyway. But like I was pretty sure I heard that it was the Mimic. Directly calls him William / Afton, don't remember which. Interesting. It's not what I remember. I need to look at the Mimic blueprints from the actual game. Never mind, this doesn't make sense. This is not what he would have in his mouth area. Oh my god, fucking stop! Ugh, I hate that so many of the images that show up on Google are from Instagram because Google is really bad at showing images from Instagram. I think it's something about how Instagram uploads their images. But yeah, you can't look at Instagram images. You can't look at pictures from Instagram within Google Images because they're very low quality. I waste your time on me, you're all my. I think that's what's important to remember. The Bertram ending isn't fucking canon. That could very well be old Willie or the Mimic, but that doesn't matter. The ending isn't fucking canon and has no lore relevance. That is not true. Just because it's not the canon ending to the story of Security Breach doesn't mean that it's not lore relevant. Because it directly confirms that there's a guy down there. It's not just a what if scenario. No, it's meant to give like context to the actual ending. Whatever the true ending is, it has a narrative purpose. It is lore relevant. Just because it's not like what the next game will continue the story of. Right? Burn Trap was put there deliberately. No, that's not right. Although Scott did say in an interview that he didn't mean for Burn Trap to have that narrative function. It wasn't meant to be like a final boss of any kind. It was just meant to be like an Easter egg, essentially. But Steel Wool fucking didn't understand because Scott was being really... He didn't want to reveal too much of the lore, not even to the devs, which is really fucking stupid because they're the ones fucking making the game. So it was very cryptic about what he wanted, and it led to Security Breach's lore being kind of not what he wanted. And then Ruin was pretty much a course correction after that fuck up. I think it's in Ruin where like it's confirmed that Burn Trap is the Mimic. Because like the hole that he crawls out of, there's like claw marks that are definitely from the Mimic based on the context of Ruin, but they're like they don't match the Mimic's hands, they match Burn Trap's hands. Something like that, I don't quite remember. It's been a while. That's the thing I want a lot of people to remember, because a lot of people talk about Scott as if he plans everything, and he's like this great storyteller. He isn't. Like, just straight up, he isn't. He is not a good storyteller. At least not a good story planner. Charlie the character did not exist when he was making FNAF 1. Fucking the one you shouldn't have killed wasn't even a fucking thought in his mind while he was writing FNAF 4. And who fucking knows what FNAF 4 is even about? There's so many theories. Nothing is confirmed. It's a mess. The entire franchise is kind of a mess. But it's our mess. It's our mess. It's it's our mess. That was cringe, but like you know what I mean. It's the rain. Misty, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. I'm gone forever. Oh wait, that's what that is. Oh. No, I don't like that. I like the lips to be separate. But it's still, this is still kind of the shape that I was looking for. Oop, I'm sorry, G-note warning. Little too late, but still. I'm sorry, I'm probably really cringe for saying that every time the song plays, but like, I can't help it. The real ones know what I'm talking about. memory will carry on. That looked like Mimi. All I know, FNAF Story is a ball of yarn too damn dense to ever untangle properly, but I like it. It's got one piece up here or whatever Hank Hill's son says. Damn it, Bobby. Bobby, damn it. Damn it, Bobby. I do like FNAF though, obviously. I can't sit here and pretend like I don't like FNAF when I'm drawing the fucking most hated character in all of FNAF lore as of right now. Look at that award-winning smile. Most hate is an overstatement. I say it's just the OG fans who hate it because it's not what I remember. As a week 1 fan, the mimic is fire. Can't lie. Can't wait for the next game. True. If I could manage not to fuck this up, if I could manage not to fuck this up, thinking enough is enough. Okay, what the fuck? What the fuck, dude? Dude, what the fuck? What do you mean? Okay, if I make it a completely different color underneath, I'll do... Okay, I see what it is. I see how it's done. Alright, well... Because I'm just using this. Not gonna lie, I wonder what happened to Cassie. Like, is our girl still alive? I don't know. I don't really care that much about the modern lore. I'm still on this fucking Golden Freddy thing that I've been on. Now that's controversial. My opinions on Golden Freddy. Okay, what if it's add glow instead? Huh? What do you mean, huh? I think I made myself pretty clear. What about the dollar store Fredbear? Have I not talked about this before on stream? My opinions on Golden Freddy? I don't recall at least. Maybe you did, but I wasn't there. I'm pretty sure you were there and reacted pretty strongly to it. I'm gonna show it with a special diagram. Okay? That's our girl Charlie, right? She's in the puppet. She dies and becomes the puppet. And here's the 5 missing children, right? And who do they possess? You know, they possess fucking Mr. Fazbear and, you know, the kitchen, you know, she was the first, she's seen everything or whatever. Mr. Bonnie Bun. Yarg Harmy mateys over here. And of course the other bear, right? We get it, right? Now here's where it gets interesting. Cassidy possesses the other bear, right? But also, here's the part that's gonna piss everyone off. You get what I'm saying? If not, then I'm gonna make it a little bit more obvious.
This is where people are gonna want my head on a pike.
That's what I believe. It's just more narratively satisfying than there being two spirits inside of Golden Freddy, and one of them is important, and the other is literally Afton's son. Was it last year? Was it last? Yeah, it was definitely no. Was it no? It was 2024, where like dual process theory came out with that theory, and then like that entire summer, like every major FNAF theory in response, every major FNAF theorist in response made their own like who really is Golden Freddy video, and like most fans were like, nah, you guys are full of shit. There's no way the crying child is Cassidy. But then most FNAF theorists, like MatPat, fucking chimed in on GT Live before he left GT Live. He made a reaction to that theory and was like, huh, they actually make some really good points here. I think Right Toast also made a review of it saying, huh, that's actually a really good point. None of them agreed. People still generally believe that there's more evidence towards Cassidy being their own person and them being the one you shouldn't have killed. But I just think it's narratively satisfying if it's the crying child, right? Though I do acknowledge that it's probably not the case. It's just what I like to believe. You know, there's so much evidence against it. Most of it coming from the security logbook, not gonna lie. Anyway, Mimi! Yeah, Mimi! I redrew the Mimi. See, that's what it used to look like. And this is how I redrew it. They're very similar, but not the same. This one is definitely more similar to how it looks in the game. Oh my god, the puppet. Why did I build the puppet like this? Jesus Christ. I've been trying to draw the puppet over and over again, but I'm never able to do it in a way that I want. Every time I try to draw the puppet, I always am not fully satisfied with it. Fredbear jump scare. Hoi, 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 hoi. Pull this folder. Mimic. That's also why on this drawing of Fredbear, I gave him the tears going down his face, like the crying child. Because he's possessed by the crying child. I mean, that's a part of the lore that people don't argue about. People definitely are like, yeah, he is possessed by the crying child. The crying child just isn't the important one. That's the other one. And that honestly pisses me off so much because it's the crying child. An entire game was about them. And then we just throw them to the wayside. Because Cassidy is more important. Do you understand why it pisses me off, to high heavens? Where the fuck did the last kid of the MCI go? CC died in 83 and the MCI was 5 kids. Theoretically, you could argue. Because we technically don't know when the MCI happened. There's a lot of sources saying it's in 1985, so that's what most people agree on. But even if we go by it, the MCI happening in 1985, that's only 2 years later. Theoretically, and this is very much like a bullshit, like it could happen kind of thing, even though there's no evidence supporting it. Theoretically, Cece could have been on life support for like a because FNAF 4 happens in like October. It takes place in October. He died in October. There's like only a couple months left of the year. Theoretically, he could have been kept alive for about 2 years. And then when fucking William finally decided to stuff him in the Fredbear suit to, you know, do his life experiments, he was like, oh, actually, my son has gone missing along with all these other kids that I totally did not kidnap. Clearly, I didn't kidnap them because fucking my kid also went missing. We then pulled the plug on his own boy. Actually, lore accurate. I mean, yeah. That's a William thing to do, considering he's definitely the one that hit David. That's if you go by the book's events of David's death. I feel like it's implied in Secret of the Mimic that it was the fucking the accident of the moon thing falling through the theater that killed David. Considering his ball can be found down there with the moon. His ball is literally the item that's found right underneath the fallen moon. But in the books, definitely when you know there is a car. Yeah, it was probably William actually. Oh my goodness. William Aften. The photo in Secret of the Mimic with a purple car in it, so I'm gonna stick with Hit and Run Afton. Yeah, I mean, we don't have solid confirmation. We only have some things to go off of, so it could go either way. Maybe the next game will explain better. Also, David is clearly an analog for the crying child, and the white tiger in Secret of the Mimic acts a lot like Golden Freddy, which, I mean, we already know the crying child is in Golden Freddy. We already know that, but people always assume that it's Cassidy who's the one that acts within Golden Freddy. Because people characterize the crying child as this uwu little soft boy who can't do anything and needs strong man Cassidy to take care of him. But like, David is not an analog for Cassidy. He's an analog for the crying child, and he's the only one in the fucking the white tiger, and he acts just like Golden Freddy. You know, that just came to mind just now, but saying it out loud, that might be Mr. Cawthon hinting towards something. Idea. Cece and Cassidy share the yellow bear, but Cassidy just gets all the credit when Cece's the one actually doing it at all, and Cassidy's a little bitch. That would be funny. Again, I will forfeit. I will admit, rather, that it seems that there is more evidence towards there being two spirits inside Golden Freddy, because the books have like a lot of imagery of like two spirits in one body or whatever, and like, again, the timeline doesn't really match up. You can, like I said earlier, you can sort of make the timeline match up a little bit if you wanted to, but like, it takes some logical leaps to come to say that Crying Child could have been one of the MCI children. So it does seem like Scott does want there to be two kids inside Golden Freddy. It just scratches that little itch in my brain that it's that it's you know. Hold the fuck on! One big happy family, says Molten Freddy, who is the MCI children. Hold on. Wait, there's two kids in Golden Freddy. Crying Child would still be in there. Never mind. That line would make sense anyway. I was about to say, wait, that means that Golden Freddy has to be the crying child, but yes, it is the crying child. The argument is that crying child and Cassidy are the same, not that the crying child is in Golden Freddy. I'm confusing my own arguments here. Which goes to show how flimsy the theory is. Again, the reason why I like it is purely vibes. Gotta shot yourself in the foot. Yeah, I know. CC taking momentary control to taunt Michael. I mean, that's kind of the thing, isn't it? Part of the idea that it has to be Cassidy that's the one you shouldn't have killed hinges on the idea that Crying Child is too much of a weak little bitch baby to actually be a vengeful spirit. Even if there are two souls in Golden Freddy, even if there is Cassidy and the Crying Child, who says that Cassidy is the one that's like the important one? We just sort of arbitrarily decided that because fucking the Crying Child could never be vengeful. Dog, he was fucking killed by his own older brother, and then after he died, experimented on by his father. Pretty sure he could still be the one you shouldn't have killed, because let's be real, William shouldn't have killed him. Well, technically he didn't kill him, but he basically did, if you think about it. Imagine we do not play as William in Ultimate Customize, we play as Michael being tortured in hell by CC, a vengeful spirit towards his brother. Kind of an interesting theory, yeah. So it doesn't really make sense for fucking Michael to be trapped in hell. What did he do? I mean, he killed his brother, sure, but he also helped stop William. Although that kind of does make sense with the idea that we have seen remnants of Afton still around in the current canon, but we haven't seen Michael. Which you can argue it's not William himself, it's his influence, but like thematically, it kind of would make sense that the influence would also go away if they're being tortured in hell. And we haven't seen anything of Michael. Unless I just forgot something very important that happened. That is possible, that I'm just stupid and forgot something. Yeah, this is not a good look for the puppet. It looked good for like a second, but like, no. No. The reverse audio from Ultimate Custom Night minigame in UCN kind of bends my... Oh, my consequences minigame in UCN kind of bends my theory. I mean, I always found that to be very loose evidence. It does not sound to me like he is screaming, Mike, Henry, help. It just sounds like a man screaming to me. I've always found that audio very loose. It's interesting, but I don't think it's the end all be all of anything. Anyway, I'm kind of stuck here. I still don't know what to do for the puppet, even though I've been trying to redraw the puppet several times. Over and over. For months and months. I forgot I drew this. So I think I'm gonna move over here. Actually, I'll move over here because I need to go to the bathroom, but I could probably fully pass on. Remember that what Henry said, although there was a way out planned for you. I have a feeling that's not what you want. I have a feeling that you are right where you want to be. I think Mike was fully ready to move on, even if he went to hell. True. I feel like it makes a lot more sense that he literally said, Henry also said, like, the gates of hell have opened for you to William, implying that he is gonna face a bunch of torture. Which is Ultimate Custom Night. But I'll be right back. I need to go to the bathroom. What? I'm back. I also suddenly remembered Dual Process Theory recently made a new video. Sorry that I've been on this this FNAF thing for so long. They recently made another video going over the FNAF movie and how the FNAF the new FNAF movie, FNAF 2, and how it mischaracterized, quote unquote, Michael Afton and Charlotte Emily. And they basically argued that no, it didn't mischaracterize them. It's we that mischaracterized them because we had very little to go off of. And if you really look at their stories within the games, then it would actually be logical for them to act the way they do in the movie. Like we've always characterized Charlotte as this noble protector of the MCI and the other dead souls of the children. And in the movie, she basically still is that. She's just also vengeful because fucking it's the adults in the world that let the children die, and therefore she is not happy about that. Which, you know, is a valid crash out, as they say. And so it's like that makes me think, like, if we've got fucking Charlotte's fucking characterization wrong, what if we got the crying child's characterization wrong? Because the entire idea that, oh, the crying child could never be the one you shouldn't have killed, the vengeful spirit, it's just the idea that people can't imagine the crying child being vengeful. Like, dog. Poor kid was traumatized by his dad and brother and eventually killed by them. I don't know, I'd be pretty vengeful. Even if in real life I was a little crying bitch baby, I'd be pretty fucking mad. And with spooky ghost powers, I wouldn't be that much of a piss baby anymore, I'm gonna be completely honest. What if we are just wrong about what the crying child is like, and he is in fact the one you shouldn't have killed? Even if there are two souls within Golden Freddy, that would still be a lot more narratively satisfying than just, oh, it was Cassidy. Anyway, I'm gonna stop complaining because we're gonna raid out. We're about to raid out. I'm gonna stop this big ol' rant about FNAF lore. But yeah, we're gonna look for someone to raid. I think we're gonna raid this person. I believe I've raided them before. No, I don't. No, I don't think I have. Have I? I'm not sure if I've raided them before, but they seem to be familiar with Technically Cute, who is someone we have rated before, so... There, have raid message. Whew, yawn. Anyway, I'm just gonna start the raid. I have raided them once in the past 30 days. But you know, that's fine. We can raid again. It's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna have some water. Yummy water. But yeah, thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you had a good time. I sure had a good time. Sorry that the art is a little slow. That's just what happened. My motivation for art has been a little bit low. I need to draw something to get me started again. But yeah, I also hope you enjoyed the FNAF lore ranting that I did. I hope you found it entertaining, at least. But speaking of FNAF, I'll be back tomorrow playing more FNAF Secret of the Mimic. I'm so excited. I love Phantom of the Mimic? What? I love Secret of the Mimic. But yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, night, evening, whatever time it is for you. As always, remember to eat food and drink water and take care of yourself. Take your meds if you have them, if you need them. And I hope to see you all back again next time. Bye-bye. Read some creepypastas? Good idea, actually. But yeah, bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Have a good time. Have a good day. I hope to see you all back again.